There we go. We're back.
We are back in business.
I like the old. Is that a little poppy sweatshirt?
Oh, a little poppy hoodie. Sure.
Sure,
Nice clean.
sure,
Clean.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Pretty,
Sure.
pretty interesting logo placement. Put it right under because if you're eating something, you eat some
Yeah.
pasta marinara sauce. It's just
It could go bad, but shit happens. I guess. I don't know.
it's a good point.
That's what they went with.
Maybe they're thinking, hey, maybe this guy will be smart enough. If
Yeah.
he's eating something like that. Put a
Don't eat
maybe a
fucking
towel.
wings. Yeah. Something.
Well,
Don't
you
be a
know,
big dumb dipshit.
well, but that comes with the territory.
It is
That's
hard to
just.
do, for sure.
I don't know if you've seen at Target, they got like you're going through, you're kind of helping your girlfriend's shop, and you just walk to this random corner in the front, and there's just a bunch of Poppy merchandise. You're like,
Yeah.
what is happening here?
Like
Like,
what's
is this
going on?
branded? Like, not sure. It's a good looking hoodie. I like the color scheme
Appreciate it.
for it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What did I know? I think you said at the last episode you had a full weekend, but I mean, we get to some absolute debauchery, some craziness.
Um. It wasn't anything too crazy. I mean, pretty standard weekend. Um, had a nice dinner Friday night.
Fair enough.
Shout out the Chop House, Arroyo Chop House, if anyone's ever been there.
AJ
Good
Hawk
shit.
gave you a recommendation, right?
Good shit over there. And then Saturday all day track meet, pretty standard stuff there. And then Sunday just a leisure day with the girlfriend. Got to do all the activities.
Sure.
She got me moving out there. I didn't want to do much, and she's like, I got to get my steps in. Do you want to go on a hike? I was like,
No.
he was like, you probably don't, huh? And I'm like, no, but I'll do it. I'll
Yeah. Take
I'll
one for the
go and
team.
I'll do it because we had drove by this other place the other day, and she's like, oh, like is that like a hike or whatever trail? I'm like, yeah, it is. We went over to the old Colby Trail.
Oh, good one.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Then we got the breakfast. Then we go to Claremont to go try this matcha place, longest line of all time.
Sure.
Found I went and I was like, all right, I'm not standing in this line. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go explore. I go upstairs. There's like a card place, like this is in like downtown Claremont or whatever, like this like Pokemon cards, football cards, all in like the cases and stuff, and you can like buy them, you could trade them. There was a stooge. There was a stereotypical stooge
Okay.
sitting at one of the little tables. There were two sets of people sitting at these tables. There was a father and son who had just got a baseball card pack and they were opening it up. Okay, wholesome moment. Then there's Pokemon Stooge. And you know what Pokemon. I wish I could have like snuck a
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Probably mid-30s, just looks disgusting. Kind of
Yep.
balding, but the long hair that's balding. And
Yeah.
he's got his play mat in front of him. Like he's waiting for a duel.
Yeah, he's ready to square up.
Like Riley Klein showing up
Yeah, just
eventually to do
Pokemon
yeah.
out.
So
Just
I'm like, "Oh, jeez, this guy looks like a this guy is
a menace.
if you checked all the boxes on what you think he'd look like, there he was there." Then I go
Sure.
down the stairs back to the first floor. I walk behind the stairs and there's like this little like gaming store where you got all the old school games and you could buy like old school GameCube controllers. You could just buy the whole thing.
Oh, shit.
And then downstairs from that, they had like a basement that had like an arcade. You had to like
Hmm.
buy a ticket to like go down there, and I didn't go down there, but I just saw that it was like down there,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this shit's like kind of cool. Do all that, come back. We've moved up 3 spaces in line. I'm like, okay, this is great. So we finally get there. Probably takes like 30 minutes or so. Get through the line. I get like a chai. He gets
Sure.
her matcha. Everybody's happy. Actually, some crazy shit. Driving in, it's a little tight parking structure that we're going in. We're rolling around and around, and you could just tell stooges do not know how to drive in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm driving to go up to like almost the last level, the fifth level. Some person's coming down. It's a tight right, I guess, for them. It didn't seem that tight. It was giving them plenty of space. They just absolutely just scraped the whole back right of this car. And they just keep it pushing. And the girl is sitting there and she's like, ah, like laughing as she goes by. And I drive by the car. I'm like, oh, they got it like pretty good. Like a part of the thing was like popped out and like it was all scraped up. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I see this guy kind of like start running like to the stairs, and I was like, all right, maybe he's just like late to see somebody, whatever. And so I go up, park. By the time we walk down the stairs, that car is leaving, and that guy that I saw running and his like girlfriend, I'm guessing, filming the car as they were going out, getting the license plate and the whole thing. He's like, "You need to stop. You need to go put a note on the car." And I don't know if the car came back, because when we came back, there was a note on the car, but I don't know if it was like
Hmm.
that person that like, because when we were walking out, they're like, the lady that was recording is like, "Should we go put a note and tell them that someone hit their car?" And I don't. I guess either they did or that person turned around and drove back up and put a note there, but
Person probably didn't turn around.
probably not.
Nah.
Probably not. And then I was like, what if I just took this note away?
Yeah, what if I just to thicken the plot a little bit?
What if I just wanted to change this whole narrative here? Or what if somebody else hit it even worse? And then you don't even know the first person, you
What
know?
if you write a note and it just says you're a dick, should have had a V8? So people think you're doing a good thing. In reality, you're just trolling.
Yeah.
You're having a
In,
good
in
time.
reality, I'm just screwing these people over. Yeah, and then we kind of chilled back at the crib, and we had a nice little drink, some food at the old Stubborn
Lead.
Mule, as you do, and that was pretty much the night. That was pretty much the weekend. What about? I mean, I kind of know your weekend because we saw each other on Sunday,
did.
but you might as well let the people know.
Absolutely. My weekend was chalked in a good way.
Sure.
So obviously we had Saturday practice. It's Mickey Mouse. I mean, we've said this
Mhm.
from the beginning on the program. It's Mickey Mouse. But this one was a little extra, so I got an email from the director saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a dress rehearsal on Saturday morning, so y'all gotta get there early, get your uniforms." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, I gotta wake up 7:30 because I'm lazy in the morning, so I gotta give myself time to do that, get myself time to shower and get down there, get my stuff. I get down there. The lady handling the costumes goes, "Yeah, we don't have your guys' room ready, so I'm not putting your costumes out because you got a sword. I don't need kids playing with the swords." I'm like, fair enough. So I'm calculating as I'm like trying to sip my coffee and wake up, like I just got up early for this on my
Sure.
day off. This is bullshit. Anyways, go through and we're just bullshitting the whole time. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just there's one thing. Remember, I told you I was on the outside on the tomb, and I got to dive to the outside.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to be on the inside. But again,
Okay.
I'm too big to just
Sure.
kind of, just lay. So we got to figure that whole thing out.
Sure.
But I'm not sure why we got the crossing route over the middle with the Angels high fiving and then coming over through a rub route. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Yeah. Better coordination seems like is needed.
I mean, I've seen it work really well in the Super Bowl. I think the Eagles actually won a Super Bowl off the old high five on the crossing route.
There you
But
go.
maybe that's what we're going for. Greatness might be. So we do that. Have our good time. Come back home, shower, get in the car, go to my girlfriend's parents' house. Caught him just in time to where we can carpool with them down to Houston.
Sure.
And for those of you wondering, it's not Houston, Texas. I kept telling people I was going to dinner at Houston's, and they said, "You're going to Houston, Texas?" No,
Houston's.
restaurant, Houston's. Houston's,
Sure.
we got a problem, something like that. Um, Phenomenal establishment. I mean, absolutely, just great work right there.
Exceptional.
No, I like to think Miyako Sushi is the pinnacle of sushi in my life. Houston's has sushi that is above that. I mean, it
Okay.
is.
There you have it.
That's as close to Michelin grade food as I'll ever get because I know when you get to Michelin grade food, they start cutting the portion down to like a little
Yeah.
cracker like
You
that. So
don't get shit.
I won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Sure.
So go there, get some great sushi, and I'm talking like the sushi roll. I think the one of them we get is a mango tuna roll,
Tuna mango
and
roll.
either one.
I pulled that menu up right now. I'm looking at it as we speak.
You did?
Looking like tuna mango roll is what
Tuna
you're
mango roll.
talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
So you could see that sucker. It's got obviously you got the tuna and the mango, but on the
There you go.
outside it's got some sort of like crunchiness to it.
Okay.
So it stays together with the rice pretty well. And they give these little sauces on the side, so you kind of dip it in that a little bit, kind of give it a little drive by.
Sure.
Like you're talking about with the scrape, that's kind of what you want to do with this thing because you don't want to use all of it in one. So you get your chopsticks,
Yeah.
kind of scrape this thing, and then have your soy sauce ready with the wasabi. Of course, got to mix
Of
that in a
course.
little bit.
Of course.
You just give that thing a little Dunkaroo and you send it back, and that's just
Yeah.
you're feeling good. Even though we had a tough night for St. Patrick's Day and we did do the metrics on how the BAC was looking, and let's just say it was chalked in half. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will not be doing that again.
No.
probably for at least 6 months. You know,
Yeah, it's
that
a little too much.
yeah, but then you think, I've told, everybody, you know what, I'm not doing that ever again. And then thought, well, 4th of July and
Yeah. Yeah,
birthday,
I'm telling you.
Christmas,
Yo, other holidays sneak up on you.
not scary farm. Yeah, it'll get you. Um, so ordered the old fashioned and normally, you go to a restaurant like that, like a nice sit down steakhouse, you'll get a 2-finger pour, maybe if you're lucky, maybe a 1-finger pour, but it's a
Yeah.
phenomenal drink. This thing was a full glass of old fashioned. I think it was full to the top with whiskey, and then they put the other stuff in.
Okay.
So we're sipping on this thing all dinner. We're
Oh, you're
feeling good.
feeling good. You're feeling great.
Oh, feeling phenomenal. And then after you have your sushi, ordered a crispy chicken sandwich, which was really good with some
Sure.
homemade honey mustard sauce, I believe. It looked homemade
Mhm.
in the back. Super good. Had that, dabbled, obviously took leftovers home because, that's a lot of food for a stooge. Took that thing back to the crib, but, went over to Fashion Island. Ended up finding out it is $10 to valet your vehicle there. So if you ever go
Okay.
down during rush hour, just pay the old Tenaruski
Yeah,
and you'll be
just do it.
good.
Yeah.
And then went to Travis Matthew and watched the end of the Florida Texas Tech game, I believe it
Oh,
was.
yeah. That game was a
Um,
banger.
yeah, and I'm hearing one of the guys working there talking about his parlay that he's got, and he's just like, I took Florida plus, minus 6.5, and they're up by 3. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
I mean,
not looking good.
unless you get a, Texas Tech rush down, shoot a 3, miss, foul, hit the free throws, do the same
Sure.
thing, foul, free throw. It looked pretty close actually.
Yeah, well, then it was 6, right? And then the Texas Tech guy came and
6,
just cashed a 3.
yeah, cash the 3, and
Yeah.
that just chalked that gentleman. So that was a good time there. And then Sunday morning, I had forgotten. My buddy reminded me Saturday at practice, I had volunteered to help at the coffee shop that my church
Sure.
has. Shout out to Lighthouse. And it's not to the point where I forgot that I didn't have it on my calendar. I just forgot at that moment. So
Yeah.
a good reminder. So again, ask, hey, what time should we get there? We're looking at 7:30. I said, okay, I'll be there 7:30. I get there about
That's it.
7:45, thinking I'm running late because you got to get the machines running, get the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the freezer, just start doing all the things. Then my buddy texts me, hey, I'll be there in a minute. He gets there about 8:15. So we're already a little behind.
Yeah.
So got to get this thing rolling. Um, when I was working there before, we did not do frappuccinos. That just wasn't something we wanted to do. It is what it is. Everybody and their mother wanted a frappuccino this Sunday. I mean, it was just like it was just
It was
insane.
bad.
But they didn't want the same frappuccino. So it's not like if somebody ordered like a pitcher or something, I could just make a ton of it. Boom, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Born. I got somebody.
Don't wanted their little intricacies.
I want the mocha frap. I want the caramel
Yeah,
frap.
give me
I
a
want the
fucking break.
caramel macchiato frap. First of all, what the hell is a caramel macchiato frap?
No one knows.
I'll tell you what. The reason why it's a macchiato is the shot goes on top of your drink. That
Sure.
you just learned something new right there. Because if not, it's a latte. So what you
Yeah.
want is a caramel latte frap. That you don't want. But if you say that, it turns. No, I want the
Sure.
caramel macchiato frap. Okay, French. There you go. Doing this, doing that, and our goal for the day was, hey, let's just not burn anything in the toaster oven today.
Yeah.
This is the day that we don't do it. We fell one short,
Ugh.
which is better than what we normally do.
Okay,
But
yeah.
because you're doing all these drinks and you put the thing in the toaster
You don't even know
it's
it's there.
just,
Yeah. It's long gone at that point. It's
and I'll
been
tell
it's
you
been
what,
dead.
it was very funny because I had a couple of girls order like an oat milk drink or like an almond milk drink.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna let y'all know a disclaimer, okay? Don't expect when you order an almond milk drink or an oat milk drink that it's gonna be frothed really well if it's hot.
Okay.
In order for something to froth really well, there's gotta be some fat.
Sure.
First of all, I don't even know what an almond milk is. How do you milk an almond, and how do you get milk from an oat?
That's a valid
So
question.
so before I had a couple girls look at their drink like, "What is it?" Like, "Ma'am, I put my heart and soul." This thing was scalding hot,
Yeah.
and it
It was
just,
burning the roof of people's mouths.
I mean, is what it is. Did burn my hands, I think 8 times.
Jeez.
8, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
sure.
that was but you know what? We do it for the people.
Sure.
Had a good time with it, got out of retirement. I mean, I was telling my friend, it's like they just look, they basically called. they called the ringer out. Okay, I dusted off the old jersey, came out
Mhm.
of the retirement, got this thing done. So that was a good time, and then went home, took care of some business. Met you and the girl at the old Stubborn Mule.
Sure.
Went shopping before. I should rephrase this. So I was in that limbo phase of you're at Tilly's, you're not sure what the hell's going on. Your girl's in the dressing room changing, and they give you this like hard bench to sit on, like it's just
Yeah.
wood. You're just chilling.
Terrible.
And you got to figure out. She's like, "Hey, I need a number higher than this." I'm like, "What does that? What does that mean?"
I mean, upper, lower, higher
That
number means up, but higher meaning
like a
larger, smaller.
yeah. What do we
Using the
the
golf
numerals
system here, like
metric? Are we using
no one
U.S.?
knows.
So I found out as I'm trying to figure things out. I ended up grabbing the wrong pair of shorts. It was the right size. It was the wrong color. I'm like, they're
Mm,
denim. Could we just see if the size fits, and then I could just go
yeah.
get no. So thankfully, shout out to the lady working there. She's like, "Hey, I'll take this. Boom, here what
I'll
you
take
need.
care
Bang,
of it
bang,
for
bang."
you.
I just
Yeah.
sat down, tried to watch March Madness, which it wasn't loading, which I think Tilly's needs to fix. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Same situation at Target. I had some better luck at Target, kind of in my wheelhouse there.
Sure.
Did see a couple shirts that almost came home with me. I saw a Stone Cold Steve Austin T-shirt,
Yeah.
and a Talladega Nights shirt it was coming home, except for the price was about
They're
35
speaking to you.
each. 70 for 2 shirts about that. It's just come on now. Like we're
Yeah.
I could get those on Instagram for probably $20. So
Sure.
might be doing that. Might be checking Amazon. Did that, came home, and then chilled with my girlfriend for a second before I kicked her out, and she's saying, the usual, you don't love me anymore,
Yeah.
doing this. I'm like, you got a busy work week coming up. I do too. Like, we just got to keep this thing
You
moving.
got to keep pushing.
So we did, we made a compromise. We shook hands, said, all right, let's watch this video of this guy on YouTube trying the entire menu of Little Caesars because he's going to
Oh.
ruin his entire day.
Yeah, his day, maybe his week.
Maybe his life. I'm not
It
sure.
could
how
all
you
be
do
over.
that. So we're watching that and cuddling, doing the deal, and then time comes. Okay, we gotta go, and then it's just unfortunately she's trying to zip up her bag. The zipper breaks off, so that's a tough
Oh no.
thing, and we're just like, the dog's going crazy. She's freaking out on all the sofas because that's just something she does. That's
Yep.
just not sure why.
Dog's tweaking. Everyone's tweaking.
Yeah, dog's tweaking, and then get that situation handled. Shower, and I'm like, I could play games with the boys. I go, or I could watch that season finale of Could Have Been Love,
There you go.
and I had to. It had to be done.
Reunion coming soon.
Reunion,
Yeah, they're doing a reunion. It's already filmed.
right? That'll be good to watch. So did that, and then knocked out, woke up, and up and at 'em. Here we get 'em.
There you go. Right back to another week.
Absolutely.
What we do?
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it.
And I think I had inside info. I heard there's a special In-N-Out employee that didn't quite get you everything you need.
Yeah, it was a trying, 30 seconds for the both. It was a lot going on, a lot of stimulus. I was on the phone, I was this and then
Sure.
that. Oh, how's it going? How you doing? Here's your food. Okay. Mom says hi, all the things, get home, start to unpack, unwind. There's no fork. And I'm like, I'm not going to let this ruin my day because I've had a good day.
Yeah.
I'm going to just eat my food.
Yeah.
And just let it be. But I won't forget.
No,
Let's put it that way.
Keep it
Like,
there.
I'm not going to let it ruin everything.
But I
it's
won't let it
something-
happen
it's
again.
some-
Is what you're saying.
yeah, it's something that I'll never forget. And let's just put it this way: I never had that happen to me at the Glendora establishment.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay. So
I've
now
always gotten a fork
so
at
I
the
think
Glendora or the Azusa. Never once have I not had a
Huh.
fork placed in my bag.
Huh.
So I don't know what they're doing inventory wise over there at the Covina
Yeah, we gotta
In
kinda
and Out
get
on
it better.
Grand, but the fact that we ain't got forks,
Yeah, I'm starting
we
to
gotta have forks.
I'm starting to think that, the information I was given might not have been 100% accurate to the tone of what was going
And
on there,
and that's
'cause
fair because it was a very much a oh shit, like, oh, Zach's here getting food, like, what's going on, like, oh,
Sure.
hi, like leaning in to say hi over the speaker, like, I get it. All right, let's just make sure it doesn't happen again. How about that? you know,
Well,
that's something that can be controlled for next time.
So I could tell you, normally people say, when your sibling works at an establishment, hey, you're getting discounts, you're getting extra, you're getting this. Not only do I not get extra, I don't get a fork.
Yeah, so it's
So,
it's a
and I've
scam.
pointed it out, and what I've been told is, and I quote, "You got forks at home, don't you?" And it's like, well, if we're gonna go there, I mean, I could make a burger at home too. I could
Yeah, but what if I forgot to run
wash 'em.
a
Yeah,
what if I
dishwasher
forgot to
didn't
run
get
a
done.
load? Yeah, then what?
Gotta eat with my hands. Thanks.
Bullshit is what it is.
Yeah. So you know what? You're not the only one in the boat, but you know
Yeah,
what? I respect that. You don't have to let it ruin your day, but it's a teachable moment. It's like, hey,
yeah.
we're just not gonna be in this
Be better.
situation again. Yeah,
Let's just be better.
it's not going to, but I respect it. That's just the way that goes. Speaking about being better, I mean, we got a couple games that went pretty well this weekend.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the old. Let's pull the scores first here. Oh, good lord, it's locked. No, there it goes.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's pull the sucker up there. Perfect.
There we
As we
go.
were talking about, Florida, outlasts, makes a comeback against Texas Tech. Didn't they go on a 16-2 run to end the game?
Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty
And
phenomenal.
then Bama, after putting up fucking 50 million points,
Bama.
Duke might be them.
Bama, I'm very disappointed in Bama because I've just never seen a team where they could not hit a bucket.
Yeah, they wasted them
Yeah,
in
they
that other game
they
when they dropped
magic of
115 or whatever they scored.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have seen that coming and been like, when I saw my bracket, Bama versus Auburn, I'm like, do I
Yeah.
really think two teams from Bama are getting in the finals? Probably not, but
Pretty crazy though. It's all chalk. The ones make it through, but it's going to be an electric Final Four. That's for sure.
it will be.
I mean, you're getting some high quality basketballing in a major way.
Yeah, man.
Houston made it happen. Auburn was close for a second, then it wasn't.
Boys woke up a little bit,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, these are the four best teams. I mean, just simple as that. So, I mean, the fact that we get to see a showdown here, it's pretty electric.
It really is. I was surprised Houston made it. I just thought Houston was gonna do what they always do and kind of just limp in and just have that final kick and not have it be
Mhm.
enough. Boy, was it enough. And you
Yeah.
know what? This is the second time that I've picked Tennessee to win like kind of a playoff type game, and they've
Yeah,
gotten
they
absolutely
let you
pissed on.
down.
So,
Yeah.
state of Tennessee, you gotta
Yeah.
like if
Might
I'm
be
gonna
enough of
give
that.
you love, we gotta like have this thing. Again, I'm like Zach said, a wise man once said, I'm not gonna let it ruin my day,
Sure.
but I won't forget.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're not going to be picking like Tennessee Titans or something like that. So, you know,
No, 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 no. I mean, that's just come on now. I mean,
there's not a lot of options in that state, unfortunately for you.
yeah, I might have to keep my allegiance
Or
to
the
the
Nashville
old Russ
Predators or
here.
something.
Nashville's pretty good club.
They're not bad. Not a bad barn.
Yeah, Kings are on a run though, from what I've heard. So
I have
that's
seen. I've
pretty
seen.
good.
They've been dialed in. Those playoffs will start here soon, I think.
Yeah, I love playoff season.
Oh yeah,
You just
electric.
read the scouting report, and they're like, "This guy's got a broken back, but they're just gonna pick him up, put him in his skates, and just kind of
Yeah,
push him.
he'll be all
He'll,
right.
he'll be out there."
He'll live.
Yeah. What's he got?
For,
Another
for the
5 years?
love of the game.
Do literally for the cup. So I mean, there's not really much to talk about because I mean, most of them were pretty big blowouts.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, Florida had to.
Scratch and claw.
Yeah, Florida had to make some shit happen, and Walter Clayton is Himothy, and he can make any shot on the court. But yeah, I still got my pick in there. Florida, I believe anyone that can win the SEC tournament can win the NCAA tournament. That's for sure. Like, I guess the only argument you could say is like it's so hard to win the SEC tournament. Like, are they going to be able to keep it
Keeping it
rolling?
rolling.
Which they have so far. So why not?
Yeah, I mean, Clayton Jr. is an absolute unit. I've never seen in the playbook if you get stopped in the lane, go ahead and just dribble out and then just hit a fadeaway three, and
Yeah, and that'll
that'll work.
dribble
That's
out,
fine.
just pull up, straight
Yeah,
straight cash money every time.
you got it. You got it. Um, I think that's it in sports. I mean, I've been seeing this thing in the MLB about the torpedo bat.
Oh yeah, the old bats, huh?
I for years thought that it was a regulation bat. Like, hey, this is what you get. This piece
Hmm.
of wood from Louisville Slugger, you hit it with this. You don't modify it. The only thing you put on is grip tape and pine tar. That's it. You want
Yeah.
to spit on it? That's your prerogative. But those are the three substances. But I guess now I'm
I
finding
guess you
out as
could
long
shape
as
it.
it
I think it
meets
is
what it
legal though.
meets.
So I mean, it's like
That's what I'm hearing. They
as
said
long
as
as
long
the
as it
width
meets
or
the
the diameter or
yeah.
whatever isn't over a certain amount, then you're good. So
Yeah, they were saying on the Pat McAfee show something about, as long as it meets the weight requirement
hmm
and the length. So then in theory, couldn't I just walk up there with what looks like a club and just like a small handle and just kind of whip it around?
guess you could.
Probably
Maybe it
break
has
a
to be a
lot, but
certain size too, though.
I mean,
Like
it makes
length.
sense why we're seeing a bunch of home runs going on because the bigger
Yeah.
the sweet spot, the better that thing's gonna crank.
I don't know why anyone like this is the first time anyone's ever fucking thought of this though. Like
I would have thought the Astros would come up with this.
basically they just found out that like everyone had been like all the mishits have been happening lower on the bat or whatever. So they were like, let's just move the sweet spot down lower on the bat.
Yeah,
Like is that like the people are thinking they're fucking Einstein? It's like
I think so. They said some MIT guy made it. Yeah, that
yeah, it's
MIT
like
professor.
it doesn't sound that hard to me. What do I
Yeah,
know though? If
it
you
kind of
know where you're missing every time, it's like, hey, can I like, what if I
adjusts
just
to it.
make, yeah, how do I adjust my sweet spot and make that part bigger?
What I don't understand is like it looks kind of like a softball bat. Like a softball bat is kind of like super skinny and then that longer tube.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a fatter part for sure in the middle, but like I agree with you. It's not like rocket science to just be like, hey, I'm hitting inside. But usually you would have to adjust your body. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Now you
I'm
can
hitting at
just,
the end.
now you can adjust the,
You just
that.
adjust the wood, I guess. I wasn't even sure you could adjust wood, so that's kind of a thing that's new. You have to like how did they send the specs? Like, hey, I know you're gonna be cutting out this baseball bat, but here's what we want. Okay.
Yeah.
Make this thing get a nice chunk in the middle, okay?
Sure.
But it's impressive. I
Yeah.
mean, I've heard that, Yankees are
Yankees have
cranking
been
them.
absolutely hammering
Yeah.
the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, the Mets are up 10-2. Like, there's 14-1 by the Reds.
The Reds were
Baseball might
slamming.
be back. I mean, if there's a lot more, I just can't go to like right now the Angels Cardinals 2-1. I just
Mhm.
can't do it unless I'm at the ballpark.
Sure.
I can't do it, and I won't do it. What are you barking at, dog?
Dog's pissed. What can you say?
What's a cameo that bad? We talked about this. She's barking because there's probably a little squirrel outside.
Yeah, most likely.
She's not gonna catch it. She tries to catch bunnies. She don't catch them either. Okay. Yeah, 14-1 for the Reds. They might be back. Pirates are down 5 there. Jeez. Come on, gentlemen.
Dodgers play tonight, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, they
We're
do
gonna
against the
late.
Braves.
That'd be a good game.
7-10 start. Braves are 0-4.
That team will turn it around eventually. Like they are too talented not to turn that around. I'm trying to think other than NCAA tournament. I guess we
I
check on
mean, at
standings.
SC
The
women
NHL.
women's game is gonna start here in like 20 minutes or so. So
Who they
we'll
playing?
see if they're playing UConn. So no Juju playing UConn. Good luck, ladies. I think they're 14.5 point underdogs as the 1 seed. So it's gonna be
Probably,
tough.
I'd probably take the plus 14.5.
I think they could keep it close, but still,
Yeah. It's not a good thing as 1 seed.
what's her face just dropped 40.
Page. Yeah.
Paige Beckers. So I don't know.
Packers. Absolutely.
Shallow.
I mean, just looking through here, we always get the Frank, New Jersey Devils are dead, but they're still sitting in third. So I'm
Oh
not,
yeah, they're just fine. Yeah.
not sure what,
They've never been better actually.
what's going on.
But they're dead. They'll never win again.
Never. In fact, actually, Frank says that he could beat them in a shootout, so that's pretty impressive. Um, Favors are getting fucking pissed on, bud. Holy shit! So is Boston.
Facts.
Massholes are so pissed. Oh, Philly. Philly and Pittsburgh. That's tough. It's a tough one. Oh, man, the glory days of Chicago Blackhawks. They were unbeatable with Kane and Tays, and they got Bedard.
Go Dallas Stars, baby.
Yeah, Dallas looks like they're primed to make a pretty deep run this year.
Do it for Gump.
Please. Please do it. Kind of interesting to see Vancouver down at 4 here, bud.
Yeah, the Cougars are they even in the wild card race, bud?
See here,
They
Kyle.
even have a chance.
Surely they can make some noise. Oh,
They
sitting
got a Cougars.
right out.
First club out. Oh,
Yeah.
6 points down. Blues are on a 9-game winning streak, lad.
I think it's gonna be Vancouver over.
It might be Vancouver.
Oh no. I mean, Minnesota has been known to blow a lead though. So there's a chance Vancouver could sneak in, right behind St. Louis.
Sure.
I think baseball is at its absolute worst when the Blues win the cup. Like the year that they did, it was just like the most boring thing of all time. Like it's like when Milwaukee won the NBA championship. No one knew what to do. The highlight was Giannis going and getting Chick-fil-A and ordering like 50.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, what are we doing
here?
Utah Hockey Club actually to be in the conversation is pretty good. Anaheim Ducks, I mean, are just getting absolutely fucking pissed
Getting
on.
just piss mushy slammed.
Oh, what a fucking joke of a franchise. Shit on. Golden Knights have still been running high there, and the Avalanche are squarely in third.
Yeah.
New Jersey's still in third. They're not going anywhere, Frank. They're there. Toronto. Okay, Toronto.
All right, the Leafs.
Yeah, Florida at 3. Florida's got some good talent though, so if they make the tournament, they're gonna.
They're always a problem. They're always an issue.
Ottawa. Didn't expect Ottawa to be first for the wild card there. That's pretty good.
Just get the Devils in. We need Frank to tank all postseason. Just losing his mind.
Yeah, I don't know much about Philadelphia Flyers other than their mascot's a freak of nature. Well, the UFL got to lock into that. The Showboats.
Oh yeah.
Versus the DC Defenders, huh?
The Showboats are their name.
The Memphis Showboats.
That's a horrible name. The Showboats.
You're not behind the Showboats.
I am not fucking with the Showboats, man.
Let's see what teams do we got here. What are the teams I get a chance to root for? Who does LA have a team? Like, do I have one that I should be home to? No, Michigan Panthers. Birmingham Stallions is a good ball club. Houston Roughnecks. You know what the thing is? All these team names remind me of, remember that game on your phone, the football one, the Backbreaker, I think it was called or something?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, like, I swear I had one that I could pick my character to be on the Birmingham
Yeah.
DC Defenders, good ball club. Arlington Renegades, St. Louis Battlehawks, okay?
Sure.
And then the San Antonio Brahmas. We know whose team that is. Who's in this league? I saw Kalen Balaj had a big old run.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was playing for Renegades. They don't even have stats. I mean, this is just... What are we doing here, lads? I mean, this is bullshit. How do you expect me to support the team? I don't know the lads on the field. No, wait, this is actually quite sad.
Yeah, I mean, they got nothing here.
I'm telling you right now, they do the same thing for Division III sports. So, like, to have it this way is tough.
Yeah.
Jordan Teamu? I recognize that name. Big Oos, right?
Big old Oos right there.
Yeah. Airs it out for short touchdown pass. So did he air it out or did he throw it short?
Yeah, what is it here?
So we got the B-list reporters on this shit.
Which is which?
Get the hell out of here. All right, I think... Do we got anything else that we want to cover before we go into Twitter?
I think we're ready to rock in there. Let's see.
Okay. Hey, hear that, bud? All right. Let's get after it here, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Just name a historic battle. Could have been. Just couldn't.
You just couldn't quite get it right.
Yeah. He's elite talent. Just a shame Cleveland had him.
Man, those 4 to 5 weeks every like 2-3 years. Oh,
Phenomenal.
it's like
I mean,
Megatron out there.
yeah, and then we'd realize, he's got his quarterback is just, he's got Johnny Manziel throwing him the rock, and then
Yeah, he's like, I just got to get high, man. That's all I can do.
yeah.
Can't do much else. Let's get
Remember,
faded.
remember the highlight they had for Johnny Manziel was running that fake field goal, and Johnny runs down the sidelines. They throw him a pass, and everyone's like, he's arrived.
Yeah.
And it kind of clicked. Wait, he didn't throw the ball. They had to throw a trick play to get him the ball. Like, yeah, this is gonna be. Didn't Josh Gordon go to the Seattle Seahawks at one point?
I think he did. I think you're
He went
right.
to the Patriots.
Let me look.
He went Browns, Patriots.
He was on the
Seahawks.
Chiefs.
He was on the Chiefs.
Yeah, he was on the Chiefs at one point.
I don't remember that one. Pre
It looked like
or
he was on the Seahawks 2019 to 2020, and he was on the FCF Zappers in
good ball
2021.
club.
Then the Chiefs in 2021. Then the Titans. Then the Seattle Sea Dragons.
Actually, FC, the Zappers you were talking about,
Yeah.
that was when I picked for Johnny Manziel to throw a touchdown pass to him.
Okay.
I knew the connection that was going on there. Zappers were a great ball
Yeah,
club.
that's when Manziel was in fact
Yeah.
QB. Correct.
CFL, man. I'm telling you, man, that league, the UFL might want to adopt a couple things because that was pretty cool. I'd pay if I got to be the offensive coordinator. You give me 3 plays every single time, and I get to just pick one.
Yeah, it's an insane league.
I'm telling you, man, that one. It's like thinking about old time Warzone. Like it was just you had to be there because you could be working and you'd have your phone sitting next to you, and they're like, "Okay, time to call a play," and you look at it and you're like, "Could run the ball up the middle, not really. Air it out for a post, sounds pretty fun. What about just 4 verticals? Like we know what play we're calling here. Let's
Yeah.
just get it. Let's get this dialed in here." And everybody in the fandom was really locked in. Like, hey, 4 verticals,
Yep.
we're running it. And it would show you the percentage of who voted for what. So no, most of the time, hey, it's 90-10 split. Sometimes 8, 33, 35, 30, whatever.
Well, they know what I'd be doing at 4 verts every play out of every formation.
And I tell you, it worked every time.
Like a
Sometimes.
charm.
Yeah, I knew what I had with this
Like
Johnny
an
Manziel.
absolute charm. Sure.
I can't remember which team it was that Marshawn Lynch. I actually, at one point, when they were starting the league, wanted to try to see if I could invest in the teams. I did not have enough capital to invest in the teams. Probably better that I didn't. But I know that Beast Mode was like one of the top investors on one team. Richard Sherman was one of them. There's some other people. I think it flopped though. So
yeah, I don't think that thing is alive anymore.
No. Rest in peace. It was a good time. Good time. It was probably like 1 season and that was it. No, it was 2 because there was 1 year, 1 team. The quarterback threw a touchdown pass and he lit up a blunt.
Sure.
Yeah. That wasn't the same league with Antonio Brown's Albany team, right?
I don't think so.
No, that's
I'm
the
not
Arena
sure.
Football League.
Yeah,
Think, right?
yeah.
AFL.
There's like 4 different leagues, and then there's a Canadian league in there.
Man.
So
How do we
they got a lot going on.
And then we still lose to Canada and some fucking
I know.
Olympic football. I mean,
some bullshit. Got to get somebody in there. They can do anything.
Give me Te'amu, man. Why doesn't Johnny Manziel just play for the U.S. football team? Like, just that's your job. You play for Team USA. You can do it.
Sure.
You don't want to do it. I mean, Luke Littler. I mean, guy's a phenom. Most 180s. He's got 92 of them.
Guy's a freak.
The nuke. All he wants to do is just have a soda pop and go get a vape with the lads.
Facts. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
I commend him for that, actually.
mean, the next closest guy, Luke Humphreys, 44. Michael Van Gerwen, great lad with 39. Got a 2A tie for 34, huh? Chris Dobie. Old Dobie, huh?
Dobby?
Is it Dobby or Dobie? He can't be Dobby, just for.
I'd be
I'm
Dobby.
sure you have to have trademarks for that, right?
Could be Dobby.
Think so?
All I know is Stephen Bunting's the fucking guy that's like, I'm bulletproof.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose. That shit is electric.
Oh, I watched that video and it gets
Fire away, fire away. Like, bet I'm about to fire away too.
I'm about to go learn darts for this shit.
Yeah, it is electric. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We gotta do some research and find out if it is Dobby, because if so, he
That
better
changes everything.
he better look, just walk out with a sock on your shoulder, okay? We know what
Yeah, we know what's going on here.
we know what's going on here. You have to do it for the lads. I mean, Luke Littler. It's like fire graphic too. I mean, I love that.
Yeah, I know.
It's good shit. Got the watch on the lad too. Holy shit!
He's fucking flexing on everybody. He's the best ever.
I don't even think he has like a theme song to walk up to. He just walks up and they call him the Nuke, and he's like, "I'm here to fucking
Yeah,
shoot piss missiles and hit 180s." And
oh, literally.
all out of piss missiles. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Reaching for Ovechkin, huh? Told you America's healing.
Yeah,
Mullets
this
are
is
out.
good.
Just do it for 8.
This is nice. I have to think about getting one of these.
Yeah, I'm sure these are custom though. I don't think this is.
That's a good point.
I'm sure he sells them on Etsy though. I mean, look at that. That's great craftsmanship.
Exceptional.
3-star general too.
No, literally.
Respected.
Thank you, Ovechkin.
Thank you, OV. Legendary Pete Strager is leaving Fox and joining ESPN. I mean, so who's leaving ESPN?
The ESPN might be taking over everything.
Grizzlies are parting way with head coach Taylor Jenkins after 6 seasons, even though they're firmly in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Not the playoffs have started, but I think they're snugly like the 4 seed or something. So that'll be interesting. This is hilarious. The Steelers, quote, really like star quarterback Jalen Milroe, so much so that they may draft him in the first round.
Jeez.
NFL executive told Colin Cowherd, quote, I'm told the Steelers really like Jalen Milroe. 21st pick, first round. So if Aaron signs with Pittsburgh, it's going to become Kirk Cousins. Wow, that's going to be a lot of money.
Sure.
They're taking a quarterback if the 21st pick, Milroe, not taken. Pittsburgh is leaning now and taking him.
Don't do it.
So
this is what we're building the QB room around here?
You get rid of a better passer in Fields.
He could have just had Justin Fields.
To bring in a quarterback who forced Nick Saban to retire because he lost his mind because all he can do is run and throw 4 verticals.
Uh-huh. Now 4 verts might work.
It could.
With this roster, you just put DK and Pickens and say run as far as you can. He gonna throw it or he's gonna scramble every time.
Could work.
Move up the seam.
Sorry, dog. I'm not saying it couldn't, but
it probably won't.
Yeah, I wouldn't reckon you should put.
I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket.
Not my first round pick. Nah, nope. Probably get him in the 3rd, 4th.
You probably could get him in the 3rd pretty easily. Maybe the 2nd if you got a little antsy on draft night. You want to say, all right, let's make sure.
Sure.
But you shouldn't be getting antsy over Milroe.
No, I would expect that from like a Jackson Dart or like, hey, Shedeur is available. Let's try to reach. Or I got my own opinions on that, but I've heard NFL execs are good for him. Or like a because Cal McCord and Will Howard are expected to be in the 3rd and 4th rounds. So
yep, and they're
don't really need to reach like that. So. I mean, I guess
just wait for next year. How about that?
Try to get the Arch sweepstakes going.
Sure.
Yeah. So I guess Spawn Up. I'm not sure how reliable they are, said that Fellows signing with Gentlemates and replacing Priesta, but I thought I heard also that he could be rumored for the Vegas roster.
I thought
So
Priest is going to Vegas.
is that the case?
That's what I had seen recently, like today. So that'd be more.
Yeah.
That's what I had
That's what I was
seen,
trying to
but
see.
nothing has actually happened yet. And Kenny's going to Minnesota. I think that one's actually happening.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
All the
Which
other
did
ones
you
are
see?
like so and so might go somewhere.
Yeah. Good. Hey, good reporting.
Yep.
Good reporting. He's
shot.
going to go somewhere. That's lovely. Speaking of lovely, this is kind of impressive. Deion Sanders becomes one of the highest paid coaches in the country.
Jeez.
5-year, $54 million. Now, I've seen a lot of things saying this puts to bed that he could leave and go somewhere else. It's like, no, it doesn't. It just means he's got a bigger buyout number.
Yeah.
Like this, if his son gets drafted, let's say by the Cowboys, and they want him to coach, Jerry Jones, you got to pay $54 million. He's like, I'll write that check right now.
Sure. Sounds good.
So, 5
Imagine
years,
he doesn't
54,
do anything in free agency, but he'll fucking
sign Deion for the
he'll
back.
do the buyout. He'll do a buyout for Dion. He wouldn't do it for Derrick Henry. Jeez, man, you guys are so
Nice.
shocked.
Be like, we got your son at quarterback, and I got this really good running back named Deuce Vaughn, and you're gonna love
Sure.
it. You're gonna love it. Let you-
Absolutely love him.
Thank you. Oh, this is just we've talked about the did we not land on the moon, and now this one's gonna get even more crazy. So buckle up. This is from the Joe Rogan Experience.
Sure.
I mean, this is just I'm just gonna say it, it's gonna fuck up your day. So your discretion advised, or aggression. You pick whatever you want.
Here's another conspiracy theory. You've seen all the grainy footage of nuclear test blasts. There's always been a conspiracy theory that those were all basically fabricated at this facility, that those bombs were never detonated.
How did they fake it?
Okay, so here's the question. So what happened to the camera?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
How is that happening yet the camera is like totally stable and fine?
Oh my.
And by the way, the film is fine. The radiation didn't cause any damage to the film. Where's the see the car?
Oh,
Okay,
it just showed up.
So wait a minute. First
It
of all,
wasn't there.
first of all, where
No
it comes
car.
From.
No car.
Second is, does it really look like
Car.
does that look like a real car?
That's insane. You know what it looks like? The smoke is too big. Like the size of it, it looks small. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at something that's like a few inches
Yeah.
tall. The clouds just don't look realistic.
Right.
Like it looks like they're.
So if you're telling me for years I've been looking at videos of what I thought was a nuclear test, and it really was somebody's fucking figure machine that they made,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get pissed.
Gonna check me.
Because I know, they do a similar thing like this idea in Jackass, but I know it's fake because, the volcano explodes and it's not magma.
Yeah.
Similar. I mean, this is just. I don't even know what's like. It's just
Yeah. I mean,
tough. So now we got two things.
yeah.
when
Like,
I'm
are these
getting
the
an Uber.
are these the confirmed videos though, or they're just? I guess they are. Like, why wouldn't they be?
I don't know what's confirmed, but I don't know.
Yeah.
why
I don't know
never
what is
thought
and what
about
isn't.
How
Yeah.
did we
Like,
take a video of the nuclear explosion if they say everything?
but if
will
Indiana
perish?
Jones could survive it,
Yeah,
in
in
the
the
fridge.
refrigerator. Yeah,
then anything's possible, really.
point. It's a very good point. Actually,
Anything's possible.
maybe the camera was in a fridge.
Sure.
Could be. That's a good point. It's a good point.
Didn't think about that.
I mean, of course, my mitt had to come through. Apparently, according to New York Post, Hooters will institute a quote re-Hooterization with a
Okay.
big change to restaurant, and Mitt did not miss a chance to do it, boys.
Re-Hooterization is a crazy word.
I mean, is that going to be like the new work term?
Maybe.
There's some re-Hooterization going on in here. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if you could say that, but sure.
Okay. So in offices now, we're gonna put up the the pinup calendars.
Sure.
And, let everything fly. Have a magazine sitting on your desk. Like, what the hell
Yeah.
is that? Re-Hooterization.
You're going
Okay,
to HR real quick.
No, I think HR is gonna have more. They got to
You
do
think?
the
Yeah.
re-Hooterization. I mean, they
That's
got to be a
true. If
part
it's
of
starting
it.
from the top down, yeah.
Got to be a part of the mission. Okay. Either get on or get off the tracks.
Sure.
It's got to be. It's impressive for Drew Doughty. He's the first defenseman in LA Kings franchise history to hit 1,200 NHL games played. Congratulations, Drew. I mean, he is an absolute fucking unit. That guy is as stable as they come.
Yeah.
I don't know how many
Yeah.
sets of teeth he's gone through, but
Yeah, that guy's a freak.
when it comes to playoffs, man, the amount of
He's gonna be there.
shots blocked that he's had just by getting on one knee is insane.
Hmm.
Like I genuinely don't know how he has cartilage anymore. Probably doesn't. But moving over to football, the Cowboys star linebacker Micah Parsons is seeking a record $200 million contract extension. That make him the NFL's highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Get it, man. Get your bag, I guess.
And he may hold out for training camp without a new deal. So, personally, don't think you're worth 200 mil.
No, I
However-
think that money can be better spent elsewhere.
What they should have done if they knew this was coming down the pipeline is should have offered a trade for Myles Garrett and this stooge.
Yeah.
Because I'd much rather sign Myles Garrett to the 160 than I would this guy for 200.
Would just say, hey, man, like we're not gonna pay you that, so you're gonna take less.
Yeah.
You just let him know. That's how it's gonna be, man.
Or you want the other guy from Penn State, so you offer one of the top 3 teams this guy for their pick. Hey, you want to pay this guy here? I think he's overrated personally. I don't think he's that great. I think he's good,
Yeah.
but I think he had one good year, and after that, it's just been kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's injured last year. I mean, he's impactful. He's like good for
Mhm.
Dallas, but it's like, for what really?
That's what I'm saying. It hasn't really amounted to
For what?
much.
Yeah. He's more easily exposed than Myles Garrett is.
Plus, he had D-Law on the other side. He doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So now the double teams are coming straight to you. There was a chance, hey, maybe they're doing one or the other. Like, it's going straight to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a reach. Oh, well, we got to hear from Neptune about what happened with the shit talk. Hear from the horse's mouth.
Honestly, bro, I definitely lost some aura because the shit talk. It was just because I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had played so much that day. I was honestly tired as fuck. I started talking shit. I was like, hold on, bro. I need to catch my breath or something. Need to get some water. I got y'all though next time.
Just give me something more than you're terrible, Bean.
Beans. Look at me,
Look at
Beans.
me. Look at me. So he's got us for the next one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the young man has in the bag.
Gotta win something though.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's,
Can't just be all the same old, same old.
no.
You can't do it against Boston, or the fucking Falcons.
Oh my God! Stand up next to Xnid and just start ripping him. Then Pred would stand up and start talking back. And then
Yeah.
you don't want to. You don't want to get into AG with a shit talking combo. Oh, so according to the Dov, it says Bleacher Report predicts this insane trade proposal between the Colts and the Titans. This is insane. Colts received the #1 pick in the draft this year for 2025, and the Titans received the 14 pick, a 5th round pick, the 151st, a 2026 first round pick, and Anthony Richardson. Do you want to get rid of AR so bad? And you think Cam Ward is the truth that you would give up
Yeah.
your first round
I
pick for
think
next year?
I think the Titans win this one. Maybe, I don't know.
The Titans might take it if
I
that's
think
offered,
the Titans, yeah, might have to do this.
because it doesn't make sense. So let's say
It's
you
like
get the
what
number one pick,
you they want Cam Ward? I mean, yeah, if he's
then you want-
generational.
but then you want the Arch Manning sweepstakes. You're out of it. Like there's no.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah, it's over. You're
I
not
don't see
trading
it, man.
back up. Yeah, I'm not in on this.
That'd be crazy. I'm sure if I was the Titans, I'd entertain it. I'd be like, I mean,
Yeah, why
like,
not?
let's see what these guys. Let's see what we can steal. What was this? I don't remember, but it's here, so we're gonna get rid of it. I can't remember what it was for. This is a tough one. Yeah, you call a plumber or an electrician. I mean, I think your
gotta
socket's going through an emotional
I
state.
think you bring both in. You let them work on it together. See what See what's really wrong here.
Yeah, that might be the way. I mean, I would say just stop being mean to your outlet. That might help.
Yeah.
Maybe some words of encouragement.
Sure.
Maybe a hey pal, how you doing? You look good. Yeah, probably shocked.
Yeah, I'm surprised this place hasn't sparked up yet.
Well, I think that's what this is for. I think they
Yeah,
turned off
it
the
controls
power
the
to it,
water.
but maybe
Water
it's a little
flow.
water flow control. Yeah. Maybe wait, is it like an Austin Powers situation? Someone's supplying the water through here.
Very possible.
Could be. Let's fix that though.
Yeah. Do something better with that.
This is just not right.
There you go.
Pretty so expected to sign with the Vegas Falcons. This guy Anthony. These unders are about to be special, man. I mean, you're not wrong because if AG is on that team, AG is Killhorn. So the AG over, Priesta under might feed families.
He might go, but he might his under might be so under that like
You have
you're
to
almost
take
like
the
I
over.
gotta take the over, and then he'll still
Go
get
under.
under. I don't know how this guy keeps getting a job though.
That's my
There's
question.
nobody else out there. You're telling me there's nobody?
Yeah, I think it was kind of crazy to think like you're telling me Illy wouldn't fit better. The Pope.
Just like we've seen Priesta. It's over, man. This is not fucking MW 2019.
I mean, he wasn't even really good then either.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Hydra
over.
running around being a freak. This is crazy too. Sports Illustrated predicts another crazy offer for the Cowboys. Cowboys receive CMC. The Niners receive a 2025 third-round pick, number 76 overall, and 2026 third-round pick. I mean, it's not crazy, but like, you got two injured guys, Dak and McCaffrey. One guy's
and if you're the
hamstring
Niners,
the
you're
other's
like
got the
we're
Achilles.
just then if you're the Niners, you're like we are chalking it.
Yeah, we're done with everything. Like
We are chalking this whole program here.
At that point, do you trade the coach too to get something
But
else?
you might have to just get clean house on everybody involved in this thing. This is full chalk it session.
I mean, I could see them trading him. I don't think it's for that. I don't think Dallas is getting sweepstakes.
Yeah, I would love it if they did. Like good and have him for 1 year maybe.
This is crazy. The Bills head coach Sean McDermott says he still thinks the push play should be banned. We're gonna play it and then your chance to rebuttal.
Yeah, I mean, I feel I think similar to how I felt at the combine. I've done, I've dove deeper into more of the data on it, and just thought more about it as well. And my position hasn't really changed at all. I feel where I'm most concerned is even though there's not significant data out there to this point, my biggest concern is the health and safety of the players, first and foremost.
What are you seeing with the health and safety of the players? Since, as you said, there is really no data to say there's injuries. Like, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you get in, it's two things. It's force, added force, number one, and then the posture of the players. Being asked to execute that type of play, that's where my concern comes in.
Do you think you'll continue to run the play if it remains and you have concerns about the safety? Do you think you'll continue to run it? Because I think you ran it quite a bit last year.
A form of it, right? A form of it. So I think it's a loose term, really, in terms of what defines a push. So there's different forms of it out there. I know we are one of the teams that people identify that run it. That's fair. There's other teams as well. So we're gonna always act in a way that's best for the health and safety of the players, and I think that's the responsible way to go.
There's no actual health and safety data showing that there's any problem with it after we've seen over 300 something snaps, specifically in Philadelphia. Then how much more data do you need? Is it the hope that there's going to be injury that those would be opposed to it?
Well, number one, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to get too deep into that situation there in terms of how much data, how much sample. I don't think that's really always the best way to go. I think is when you're looking at, there's other data out there that suggests when you're in a posture like we're talking about, that can lead to serious injury. And I think being
So anytime you're in a 3-point stance, you could get injured, is what I'm hearing.
So here's my thing. It's like we're gonna keep using it.
Sure.
What we want to ban it because it gets people injured. Hey, like, does it? Well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not actually sure. Okay, but then if it doesn't get banned, are you still gonna run it? Yeah, I mean,
We're going right.
yeah, we're gonna run it. So you don't care about, because if it was hurting players, then even when it's not banned, you wouldn't run the play.
Right.
But it isn't hurting players, even though you think it is. But then when we ask you if it is, you say, I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know. You're just an idiot. Like, if you don't think it's a football play, I almost would argue that side of it more. Of like, hey, they're like, you're just pushing him, like you're doing a scrum, like you're not really doing anything. And then I'd say, okay, then you'd have to ban all the, like, anytime a lineman comes in to push a guy, and we
Yeah.
have the little pile that drives a guy for the first down. Which, okay, if you're gonna do one, you got to do all. But like, fuck, man. At this point, at this point, they could just ban it, man, and then the Eagles go down in history. Like,
I mean-
think how good you feel as the O lineman. You're like, damn, we were so good, bro, that they had to ban
Ban
the
a play.
play. That's how much we were fucking people up. That'd be pretty elite. You
I
might
mean-
you might build a statue of them.
Might have to. I think it's crazy to think about the fact that, like, yeah, you could argue and say it doesn't look like a football play. That's fine, but then you have to, like, get rid of the QB sneak entirely because it all looks the same. Like, they've been, for years they wouldn't do a tush push per se, as people would say it. They would motion somebody behind and push him. Like,
Mhm.
it's been going on like that for years.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're going to go the injury route, honestly, he doesn't want to say it because he would have to admit that Josh Allen broke his throwing hand against the Chiefs in the playoffs running the tush push.
Yeah.
Straight broke it. So it's like, why are we going to ban a play because Philadelphia is really good at it? Newsflash, even if you ban the tush push, the quarterback can still squat over 600 pounds. He can push himself forward and get some yards. Like, they're still going to get, like, you're better at it than everyone else. Like, I don't see why so then we're going to tell Mahomes you can't do the little scramble things. You can't do the late second slot. Like,
let's tell Lamar that, he's not
Can't
allowed
run.
Yeah, he can't run. Can't run. It's too OP.
too fast. You're
Can't
too
do it.
fast. You cannot do it. I just, are we playing football or are we playing tiddlywinks? You tell me.
Oh, literally.
And believe me, I was white knuckling when the Rams playing the Eagles, and I knew short yardage situation. I know
Here it
the play
comes.
coming. But I mean, I'm not going to complain and say why are they doing it. Like, I would do it.
Don't get
too.
the short yardage. Like,
Exactly.
it's just like there's other plays that are happening in the game. Never seen anyone get hurt besides dumbass Chris Jones.
Yeah, I mean, if
Because
you
he decided to lay sideways. Like,
yeah,
if
you're
you
gonna
thought
get hurt.
that was gonna work, dude, that shit was never working. You just look like an idiot.
Speaking of look like an idiot, Jackal got nerfed.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so the range went down.
Range went down.
Fine. I did
Happy
also
for the best.
see nerf the vertical and Ranger
grip.
foregrip, buff the headshot damage,
Okay.
and then buff the slide to dive fire times.
Sure. I'm sure it's
I mean,
still godlike.
I mean, it went from a 1.27 to 1.24. It's not going to be that crazy different. I mean, the slide to fire time, if it's improved from 320 to 300, I think that's going to make it faster.
Yeah.
So you're just going to get slide cancels going crazy. I mean, I don't mind it having a little recoil. Like, it's not a
Yeah,
problem,
no.
you know?
I just went into hell.
I know. As soon as
Oh,
we start
blur?
talking about it, getting jocked.
See me.
President Donald J. Trump is signing an executive order to end price gouging tickets for sporting events and concerts. Thank you.
Sure.
Tired
Thank you. Jeez.
Tired of going, hey, I want to go to the
We're
sports
getting
game.
scammed.
It's $500. Never mind. I'll watch at home. According to Schulte, the NFL is updating its uniform policy to allow teams to wear throwback or alternative uniforms up to 4 times.
Thank
per
God,
I
man. Make it
like
unlimited. Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited. I mean, if we could just see this every single week, I would not
Oh.
really want to go back to these. Like, let's
It'd
just.
be beautiful. Be absolutely phenomenal.
Would the Philly fan base be good with that? Would they all get on board? Like, hey, we're just going back to the old.
I would be just fine. I would
see
be
why I wouldn't.
absolutely fine with this.
Looks good.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why you ever went away.
Speaking of ever went away, the old crank job emote's coming back next
Oh,
next
jeez.
season, and I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shit on somebody and flip them off.
But I have to. I believe I always say I don't want to give this studio any more of my money, but if there's this involved, I will have to be getting that. Because if you're shitting on someone in Superstore and you just run by and give them a nice little little one finger salute,
Sure.
pretty good. Oh, I don't know if you saw the picture
Can we get a comment on
at the Mike Tomlin interview. Where is it? Where's the picture? Come on, someone's got it right here, right?
Gotta have it.
Oh, I'm a little worried when you have to scroll down here. Things can get.
I know anything can happen.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing.
Oh, jeez. There it is.
Oh,
Bully
no.
was
He slumped.
yeah. So let's see what Oka Bully has to say about that situation there. He's awake now.
Can
Yeah,
we get
finally.
a comment on?
I was not sleeping. I was not sleeping. I was. If you look, I strategically placed my phone to take Mike Tomlin, and I was only hitting it when he said something interesting. And you know, maybe the eyes got a little droopy at the time, but I say I was not sleeping.
Can we get?
Now tell me that did not sound exactly like Cheech.
That was Cheech in a nutshell right there.
That's Cheech if he was a Yinzer.
Yeah.
That's Yinzer Cheech.
That's Yinzer Cheech. Sure.
That's Yinzer Cheech.
Those are words I didn't think I'd be saying.
I didn't either, but a
Yinzer
Yinzer Cheech. That's crazy. I thought there was only one Cheech in this world. I think Kaboli, they might be lost along.
They could
brothers.
be. Yeah, they could be siblings of some sort.
Could be a part of the family. Maybe I'll be seeing old Kaboli at the old family reunion. at some point.
Sure.
Having a
Thanks,
Having a-
Kaboli.
having a sub in his cargo pocket.
Good to see you, son.
Crazy, maybe the eyes got a little droopy. Okay, thank you, Mark. So Stanford is hiring Frank Reich as their
Sure.
new interim head coach for the 2025 season, according to Pete Thamel.
Okay.
Andrew Luck was coached by Reich and is now brings him to Stanford for a year. I mean,
Right.
how does Frank keep getting a damn job?
Frank just keeps on finding a way, man.
I'm sick of it. I really am.
Good for you, Frank. Way to make it happen, son.
Frank, you son of a bitch. Don't fuck it up, Frank. This is a tough one. Which generation are you taking of edge rushers? I mean, there's some good talent on both sides. The old school got J.J. Watt, Khalil Mack, old Von Miller, Chandler Jones, and Cam Jordan. New age got a little.
I think I'm taking New Age.
You think so with Tej, Miles,
Yeah.
Micah, Aiden, and Nick?
Yeah. I think TJ might be better than JJ.
Think so?
I think Miles Garrett's better than Khalil Mack. And
Say
Prime
Mack.
Von Miller was
Okay, let's
pretty insane.
That's some respect.
Chandler Jones was good, but Aiden Hutchinson, what he was doing to start the year was like historic. And then I think Nick Bosa is better than Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan's been doing it for a long time though. I ain't mad at it, but primes, I'd say it's a 3-2 edge.
It's a good edge.
To new. And the flip ones are like Chandler Jones and Hutchinson and the Watt brothers. They kind of go. I could see you. I could see a battle going either way there.
I would love to have seen if there's some way to get like a time machine and see JJ in his prime versus TJ in his prime. Like I think what JJ did on the offensive and defensive side of the ball is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think I'm going old school. Like I think JJ
Okay.
and Von Miller
I ain't mad at that.
are just
It's close.
talented. Chandler's a tough one because he was like kind of up and down.
Yeah.
But he was on a shit team. I mean,
Yep.
damn Cardinals weren't doing shit.
And we're doing a damn thing.
Just pissing me off. That's all they were doing. Yeah. It's a good thing. It's good stuff. Oh, it's just tough. I mean, it gets worse. I just kept this one in there. We've already shit on this movie enough, but what we didn't shit on is the update for the amount of money it's made. It's generated 143.1 million global to the date, and that's well short of the 250 million cost, and that's not accounting for marketing expenses, PR, you know. Boy,
Yeah, it's not looking good for Disney.
suffered a 66% drop in the second weekend of the show.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna.
No, yeah, and I won't be going to see it. So
That won't. My girlfriend texted me and she goes, "I almost want to see it because how bad it is." And I said, "I'm on strike with the dwarfs.
yeah, no, we can't be
I'm
happy.
now. If there ain't a dwarf there, I ain't there either."
Yeah, no. I gotta watch CG dwarfs. I don't want any
Count me
part
out.
of it.
This would be. I mean, Optic's gonna have an interesting one. First of all, the Kenny revenge. I mean, the Kenny over might be something people need to look into because his line should probably be really low.
You think, or does he just get fucking shit on?
He could get shit on. There's a chance. Dashy's just gunning his shit. I do have to say though, I unless I see something from Optic, there's a chance they go 2-3 in this split.
There's a major chance. I mean, they got to beat Falcons.
I don't know though with Pred.
Yeah, is it Pred and Kenny
AG.
revenge?
AG might just. I mean, AG might.
Very true.
Clear. He knows Ant's play style. He knows
Yeah.
everything. I mean,
they've been shitting on FaZe.
Deep Minnesota.
Beat the shit out of them in scrims.
Yeah, I fear scrims aren't translating to their matches.
But they were getting shit on in scrims. Like, that's what was happening
Boy.
with Red. Like, they were getting fucking annihilated.
I don't see them beating NYSL or NY Cloud.
I think they'll go 3-2.
Yeah, I could see a 2.
I think they beat Minnesota, Miami, and Vegas. And then they lose the other two, and they make winners. It's all good.
Depending on the changes that Miami have, I see them beating Minnesota, beating Vegas.
I think they'll beat Miami.
I don't know. The Miami's a toss-up one for me.
Okay.
The Vamos squad. This is crazy. I don't know what type of rumor this is, but I'll give you a chance to address it. Chiefs are considered a trade partner for Dallas Goddard. I mean, I didn't even know he was on the block.
Yeah, not that he's on the block, but it's definitely known that the Eagles would trade him, I think. You know, contract coming up. But I don't know why I think you let him run to the end of his
contract,
to the end of his thing, and then go from there. But I mean, you need some suitable. I don't know what you're getting draft compensation wise, or if you're getting somebody back. Like, I don't really know how that would go, but I wouldn't want to lose him.
Yeah, he's a big part of your offense.
Yeah, he does a lot. Like, when he's out, Calcaterra can go catch, but he can't block for shit. So Goddard is one of those top 5 tight end guys where you know he can block great and he can receive great, and his run after the catch is solid. Like, he's just very, very good.
Yeah, he's an all-around just
Yeah.
weapon on the field. I didn't know he was available, so that's something. Yeah, this is good. Remember the beer bats from last year? They're back,
Yeah.
but now they got to stand. So
that's good.
this is good. We're learning because it's just a tough look seeing someone holding a damn beer bat the whole
not
game.
ideal.
So I'm glad we're learning. I'm like questioning right now. I can hear Ellie crying by the door.
Oh no!
But she went out before the show. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go open that door and I'll be right back.
Not sure what's going on out there. Not sure what's going on.
Here's what's going on right now. I opened the back door for the dog. What's going to happen is she's going to stand in said doorway, realize I'm not there, come over to me saying, hey, what are we doing? So initially, she won't actually have to go. Speaking of not have to go, the Browns owner, Jimmy and Dee Haslam, acknowledged today that signing and trading for Deshaun Watson was, quote, a big swing and a miss. Boy, was it. Took a hack at it and just, boy, it crashed.
There you go.
They should be held accountable. Quote, hold me and Dee accountable. Sure.
There you go.
We're in Mary Kay Cabot. I mean,
Jeez.
I get what you saw. I just don't get the guaranteed contract.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I just still can't believe
That's insane.
it's real.
Because I was one of the first ones saying when they traded for him, I was like, they're going to be pretty good, but
They put
I don't like
themselves
the
in
guaranteed
hell.
money. Like, you got to make him play for the money.
Put themselves in absolute hell.
Oh, that was the last thing we got. Sweet. All right, then.
I hear you. If these UFC women can, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a tough sell.
It is.
Yeah.
Tougher than you watching the Memphis Showboats versus DC Defenders?
Yeah, I think so. They're
Really? Oh, shit.
they're down by 5. I mean, they're battling. They're
Yeah.
battling, but
They don't have the horses right now.
yeah, I mean, they don't have the horse. They don't have the number 1 horse in the world. So it's always
Lucky
gonna be
Days
tough.
not there.
They're playing some scrappy defense, though. I'll give them that. They're trying to make it happen. You're about to get
Okay.
stripped, girl.
See that?
They can't pass for shit right now. That's always great.
The rat just messaged me. It's interesting looking at my phone and seeing this little rat emoji saying sent you a text.
Yeah.
El Rata.
They got a squad. They got a squad rolling up or something.
I have no idea. It's probably just the usual.
Usual suspects.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, you know what? We should invite Zach, and they'll be like, no, he's in hell
Yeah,
lobby.
he's
So
in
I can't-
Erie. Yeah, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
thanks for nothing, guys. Appreciate it. It's always
Yeah,
fun
appreciate it.
always fun having fun. You know, it's what I do. Thanks for nothing.
Just can't have fun, you know. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I've actually kind of thought about it. If I would have taken this whole season, I should have experimented. And any time that I lost one game, hopped off, and then hopped on the next day, and just seen where my SR would climb to.
Sure.
Because when you get in the blender, that's when you're fucked.
Yeah, it's over. You lose 4, you lose 5, you lose 6.
And then
Maybe
you work
even
hard,
7.
you get out of the blender, and then as you get on a streak, you lose 1, and it goes right back to blender.
And you just
It's
tank
like,
yourself
bang.
again. Yep.
It's crazy.
You just got fucked.
It's just the way the game goes, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, people.
that's all we got for you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a great week. Don't go stooging.
Or
Or go stooging. Either way, really.
Don't go
Sometimes
full
when
stooge.
Sometimes when you try not to, it just tends to happen even more, you know?
I'm telling you, it's the elves start speaking to you. And then you just go
That's when you-
rogue.
That's when you know it's bad.
You hear just over your shoulder, just, you fucking chow that right now. I fucking chow that.
Chow that. I lost.
Chow that.
Lost chow.
Oh, there were 3 guys there. I was fucking
Got shit
running into
on.
a firing range. Gentlemen, I'm going to need someone to get a 3-piece here because, boy. Expected 1. Didn't expect 3.
Sure.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Speaking of crumbles, what's the lineup? I got to know if I'm picking Cage.
It's not ideal this week, to be fair. I'll look again, but
Jeez.
when I
So
looked
Tej
at
is-
it, it wasn't.
So that explains
wasn't
why Tej is
speaking.
getting pissed on in scrims against Optic.
You got
He's
the normal
no
semi-sweet
rapport.
chocolate chunk. You got a brownie batter cookie. You got a New York cheesecake, red velvet cupcake. The M&M thing. You got a carrot cake and a
Okay.
strawberry butter cake. So there you go.
Oh, Tej has been neutralized. It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
The Tej under, ladies and gentlemen, the Tej under.
Just hammer that Tej under.
Let's see. Is Tej's line already thrown up on there on Prize Picks? I don't know. Let's see here. I haven't logged in my Prize Picks in a minute. It's loading up. It's like, who the hell are you?
It's like, dang, he's back.
Thought we got all your cash. Not quite. Jeez. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta get rid of the VPN for a second. Okay. I got you.
VPN knows all.
What's the point of having a VPN if they can detect it?
That's great point. Everyone's getting smart. Wicked
Tired of
smart.
it. Wicked smart. happen.
My boy's wicked smart. I feel like I've watched that whole movie on TikTok in the past couple of days.
Have you?
Pretty much. Feels like it.
Oh, you got a nice little interest game. It's non-alcoholic beer. Okay.
Get you fucked up.
Get you fucked up.
Mm.
No, it's
No.
non-alcohol. That's
If
the
you have,
point.
if you drink like a bunch of them, they get you fucked up, right?
No.
No. I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying.
And I'm with it, honestly. I
I don't
agree.
understand. I don't understand. It doesn't even make sense.
I don't even know how to work this damn app anymore. I don't even see Caught Up here.
No,
I see
no.
League of Legends.
Maybe they don't have it loaded up until like Thursday.
I see Dota 2. I don't even know what that is. The Don Dota?
On Dota too?
Dude.
Sure.
So if I were to do League of Legends, I could do over under Sponge 5 maps, 1 to 2 kills. I'm sure that's got to be a lock, right?
Yeah.
He's a sponge. He's gonna just get people going here. Dude, there's somebody with all caps Gideon.
Guy could be a monster.
Clear, sure.
Could be that guy.
You could get like a triple pick here. You could get Doo-Doo plus
Doo-doo.
yeah.
I don't know if I want
D-U-D-U.
that. Oh, okay.
Doo-Doo. Pyosic and plus the Bulldog for
Sure.
16 maps. Wait, 16 maps, 1 through 2 kills. So if they get 16 and the 3 of them, you're in the money. I don't understand what the hell is going on here. Jesus. Map 1 to 2 deaths. Okay, so if you get Zeus, you could get over under 5 deaths. Okay.
Sure.
I think that's a pretty good lock. Oh, Sponge, 5 deaths. Okay.
Okay. Hear that?
How's this? Table tennis. Xian Hui Yu.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely didn't butcher that.
No, I think I got that one perfect. Actually,
Yeah.
I really do. Over under 71.5 points. Ying Han.
Ying Han, yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah. They cash that.
Boy, but as soon as you start scrolling down, I mean, there's a lot of potential for butchering here. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah. Could get ugly.
Oh boy. I mean, you know what? I just need to stop. There's a lot of things. Yeah, let's just end while we're ahead here.
Or you get banned, or you get fired.
Yeah.
all the things, all the good things.
If I got fired and they pulled up a video of me trying to read table tennis odds, I'd just start laughing and be like,
Yeah.
the game. Okay.
Yeah, come on, man. I got to do what I got to do.
Did my best. Then to get fired and your buddy's wearing a Poppy sweatshirt during it, like that'd be electric. All right, folks. We said it once, said it twice. Don't go full stooge, maybe 3 quarters.
3 quarters should suffice.
That's all you got from us.
All you need.
We'll see you later on the week.
See you, people.
Deuces.